This is Isaiah, and you are here. What I want to talk about tonight is adversity. Adversity affects us all in different ways. Adversity means something different to all of us. Wherever you're at in the world or whatever you may be doing in life, adversity definitely carries a very different meaning. So with that being said, I want to talk about adversity as a whole. How do we handle adversity, I guess? What's the best, most productive way to handle it? I've briefly mentioned, and I won't go into too much detail, but I've briefly mentioned in previous videos that I'm currently in the middle of some adversity in my life and have been this year. It's been a learning experience for me. I've made a lot of mistakes throughout it. And that's why I want to talk about this today. Today I had a very humbling experience that has to do with my adversity that I'm currently facing. And it's weighing heavy on my mind. And while I have this still fresh in my being, still fresh in my stomach and in the forefront of my mind, I wanted to talk about it. I almost didn't make a video today, but I made a promise to myself and everyone that takes the time to watch these videos that I was going to make a video a day. So that's what I'm doing. In spite of how I feel or how I may temporarily be perceiving the situation around me, I'm going to press on and do what I love to do what I'm passionate about. If we don't handle or deal with situations as they arise, they can build up on us. Excuse me, my eyes watering a little bit. They can build up on us, and we can be forced into a situation where we will be humbled, because you better believe this situation will catch up to you and you'll be forced to handle it. In this particular circumstance, for myself, it was a situation where I put off speaking to someone because of my pride, because of my ego. I allowed it to get the best of me, when all I had to do was communicate openly and effectively. And I could have more gracefully handled the situation by doing that. Luckily, the situation turned out just fine. And when I was forced to speak with this individual about a very important matter that I'm dealing with, I come to find out it wasn't how my mind had played it up to be all along. And if I had just handled it head on in the first place and hadn't allowed my ego or part of my mind that creates fear to trick me into thinking that it was going to be a bad situation, then it would have been a lot better for the other person involved. It would have been a more proactive approach to dealing with the adversity that I'm facing. Never stop learning. Main reason why I make a lot of these videos is, as I've said before, is to share my experiences and things that's helped me to get through them. I do this because I hope that if I can prevent just one person from maybe making a choice or a decision that I made that didn't work out for me in the past, that in some small way I'm helping them. Or if I can make someone's situation they're in a little better, or challenge them to see it in a different way, that maybe it'll work out differently for them. I don't know. That's my hope here. I'm growing with you throughout this process. I am learning from these videos just as much as you are. They challenge me to be my best self. They challenge me to stand by my faith and my beliefs in what And the advice that I offer, I'm forced in a way by going public with a lot of these ideas to take my own advice, to live that which I talk about, and to walk the walk, so to speak. We have to look at adversity as a temporal thing. We have to look at it for what it is, and we have to accept it, that it's just a natural part of life, that it moves with the flow of life. It comes and it goes. It's an ebb and it's a flow of more positive experiences and experiences we'd rather not be facing. But you see, every experience is valuable because there's always something that can be taken away from any situation. And 9 times out of 10, that's something that we can take away from a situation oftentimes will force us to grow and to learn. That's what I'm doing. I've learned a lot this year, a whole lot. And it's been a good thing. And my life is changing for the better. New things are coming into fruition that I've been putting my energy and my intention into, new possibilities and opportunities. Just have to keep moving forward. You can't allow your emotions or your egoic mind, your subconscious mind, the things I've talked about in the past, you can't allow those things to take over and to fool you into believing that all is hopeless when it is not. It's anything but hopeless. It's only hopeless when we give up, when we lay down, and we accept our circumstances. You see, that's the only way we can truly be defeated, is we just give up. We stop trying, we stop moving, we stop smiling. You have to look adversity in the face, and you have to be bold, and you have to be courageous and willing to do what it takes to learn from it and to move around it and to get past it. You have to be persistent, and you have to press on, and you have to push and work hard. And before you know it, you'll grow into and become the person you're meant to be prior to the situation. I may have mentioned this before, but you see, I believe that everything in life happens for an absolute reason and a purpose. I don't believe that there are coincidences or very many accidents. I believe that there's certain things we're supposed to take away from the circumstances in our life, because it was our thoughts and our decisions ultimately that led us to our current state, our current situation. If you ever want to know where your current mental state of being is, you can take a look at the world around you, because everything in existence that you can see and perceive now is nothing but a mirror reflection of your state of being, of your mind, of the choices that you've made and the actions that you've taken. So if you found yourself in an unfavorable place, it's merely a result of actions you've taken and thoughts that you've had, as it is a mere reflection of your being. It's one major thing I've taken away from all of this. I blame no one or no thing outside of me, because everything that I see and experience is a product of me. It's a product of my thoughts, actions. Everything around me is my manifestation. My reality is my manifestation and mine alone. We're not victims. Everything is always happening for us, not to us. And everything is happening because of us, not because of someone else or something else. Now, don't get me wrong. There at times does seem to be a randomness to life, that where circumstances catch us by surprise. Maybe we're involved in some sort of just tragedy, or maybe just something out of the blue seems to just happen that no one would choose to have happen. But it's still my belief that whatever that thing is, it's happening for a reason. It's happening because there's something that you can and need to take away from it. Just have to keep smiling. Just have to keep moving forward. You just have to be still, and you have to remember that you are in the present moment. And everything that's happened in the past is in the past, and the future hasn't happened yet. The only place you can ever be is here and now, in this moment. And what is happening to you in this moment that you can't control? Nothing. Because if you're here and you have the opportunity to be still, then be still. You can absolutely choose to quieten your mind. You can choose to let go of all your cares and your worries and your stress. And just breathe. You can handle things as they come. And going forward, you can take the necessary steps to avoid certain situations. Don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed of the, well, this could happen or this might happen. If it's not happening right this second, it's not happening at all. So what is there to worry about? Stay focused, my friends. The storm will pass. You're the only one that can decide how you're going to react to it, how you're going to allow yourself to feel. Because I promise you, if you just stay brave and bold, it will move on by. A situation or a circumstance can't survive, it can't last, it can't linger in your life if it doesn't have a source of energy to feed off of. And oftentimes when we're stressing and we're worrying about something, we're feeding it, we're giving it that energy that it needs to sustain itself in our existence. If we can just take our mind off of it for a moment, we're not feeding it. And each moment that goes on by and by and by, that we're not thinking or focusing on it, we're starving it of energy. We're starving it of that which it needs to exist in our lives. If you're seeing this video and it resonates with you in some way, it's not an accident. You're hearing these words now. You're receiving this information at this specific time in your life. You listen to the video this far, you've heard everything that I've said. And I hope that you can take something away from it that serves you. Sorry if this video was a little heavier than my usual videos. Not my typical upbeat self, but I am still here and I'm still moving. And I'm still happy. And I still have peace in my heart. Thank you for watching. And if you've gained anything or any kind of insight from this, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to my channel, and even share this video if you feel it could serve or help someone else. And until next time, my friends, may you have much love in your heart, much peace in your mind, and much balance in your soul. Good night.